Alright, what's up, y'all? So, as y'all know, at the Gaming Awards, NetherRealm, they gave us a little trailer in regarding Mortal Kombat 11. I wasn't too shocked that they did this on the Gaming Awards because, we all knew that, something was going to come out about Mortal Kombat 11. Everybody been talking about it throughout Twitter, Facebook. So, they gave it to us on the Gaming Awards. So we all knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when. Now, as far as the trailer is concerned, now me personally, I didn't really see much in that trailer as far as, what was really going to be going on in the game. But knowing NetherRealm's history and how Ed Boon is pretty good at making us wonder and making us think, what I kind of got for that, for me, I could be 100% wrong, but what I kind of got from that trailer is I'm thinking that NetherRealm, they working on a mode, kind of like a mode for Mortal Kombat 11, kind of like they did with the King of Hill mode that they did with Mortal Kombat 9. Whether it's online or offline, I don't know. Like I said, I could be 100% wrong, but it looks like they might be working on some type of new mode for Mortal Kombat 11, just the way that the trailer was. So this video is going to be like a prediction video of kind of like what I want to see and what I'm hoping for Mortal Kombat 11. So, like I said, I've seen the trailer and it looks like, there's Scorpion and then there's Raiden and they're duking it out, blood gush and all of that. Raiden defeats one Scorpion and then another Scorpion comes. And see, that's what makes me think there might be some type of infinite mode going on for another Scorpion to show up, or they're probably showing us like different type of DLC Scorpion type characters, some shit like that. They probably got something like that in the works. But Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10, depending on how some people say it, like when I first played Mortal Kombat 10, one of the things I did not like about Mortal Kombat 10, it just felt like it was just too many empty holes because a lot of the classic characters just weren't there. Some characters were mentioned, and some of the classic characters came back as undead or whatever how it was, but it just didn't feel right with Mortal Kombat 10. And I just really ended up putting the game down because it just felt like it was just so many missing holes in the game. The gameplay was good. I liked the gameplay, but as far as the entire Mortal Kombat story and legacy, it was just a lot of things that were missing, a lot of gaps, a lot of holes, and it just felt incomplete. It felt formulaic. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully for Mortal Kombat 11, I hope they go back to the classic, traditional setting of Mortal Kombat. So when Mortal Kombat 9 was released, that's where, Mortal Kombat just made its triumphant return because classic characters were there, traditional gameplay, traditional story, put in with new gameplay. And I'm hoping that they're going to get back to that with Mortal Kombat 11, especially with the classic characters. The characters make the game and they make the story. I just hope they go back to the classic characters. Now, going back all the way back to the first 3 original Mortal Kombat games, the original trilogy. Now, when it comes to having like a main character or a favorite character, spiritually, I didn't really have one because I was probably one of the most biggest Mortal Kombat fans that there was. So I really didn't have a main character because I used every single character and I used them to the elite level. But, characters that I'm hoping for, of course, man, I'm hoping for Stryker. I'm hoping he makes a triumphant return, human Stryker, no funny shit with the grenades, the baton and all. I just hope they find a way to get Stryker back in the game. Cabal is another character, even though he's kind of cheap. Cabal's always been that cheap character, but he's always good to, have in the game. Hoping they'll bring him back, even though people didn't like Cabal back then in MK3. He was one of the cheapest characters ever in Mortal Kombat. And then just classic characters like, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, man. They, just hopefully they just get back to the basic, make to the story where, they just get back to the authentic type of Mortal Kombat and making the story shine again. Now, I don't mind new characters. I'm all for new characters, but the thing about it is, man, you got to have these classic characters back, man. Mortal Kombat has been doing a great job. It's climbed its way back to the top, so it's time for those classic characters to come back. I'm all good with the new characters. I hope they have some new characters as well. And sometimes as far as Mortal Kombat is concerned, Mortal Kombat really sometimes have some cheesy new characters, but you know, if they can make them as deep as possible and blend them in with the classic characters, everything would be all good. Now, of course, this prediction is probably going to come true because we've already seen Shao Kahn is going to be in the game through a DLC or whatever. Now, you know, I know they're going to have some type of special guest DLC characters. Now, this is what I hope that they don't do. The whole Freddy Krueger, Jason Predator thing, I know everybody loved that. I felt that shit was kind of corny. It was really corny. Now, if you're going to put some characters, guest characters into a Mortal Kombat game, you know, I wouldn't mind them coming from Street Fighter or Tekken or shit. Put Devil Kazuya in that motherfucker. Devil Kazuya would make perfect sense in a Mortal Kombat game. But the fucking Freddy Krueger, you know, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, that shit, I really felt that was kind of corny. That's just my personal opinion. But that shit was corny to me. What was the real point of that? I really didn't understand it. Now, Freddy Krueger was kind of amusing, but then when they started doing the Jason Voorhees and the Predator, it just got to the point, it just got really corny. And then, you know, I guess the idea was cool, but I just felt that there was better things that they could have done with that idea. Like, you know, hopefully we'll see some other fighting game characters from other fighting games. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, for an example, you know, Devil Kazuya, perfect example. He could be in a Mortal Kombat 11, fit right in. You know what I'm saying? Fit right in with the story. So I know that, you know, there's gonna be some little special character DLC, but I'm just hoping this time around, man, the whole Freddy Krueger, Jason Predator thing, man, that was corny. Now, as far for more classic characters returning, you know, a lot of characters that I want to see return, like I want to see Shiva return. I want to see, of course, you know, Cyrax and Sector, another two classic characters, and you know, I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, Shang Tsung come back. You know, Shang Tsung has always been one of my favorite characters as far as story and concept. You know, what is Mortal Kombat without Shang Tsung? Shang Tsung is really one of the most important characters in the game. You know, Liu Kang has really been forced down our throats. I really don't give a shit about Liu Kang. Fuck Liu Kang. But characters like Shang Tsung, maybe Kung Lao, of course Johnny Cage, man, I just hope they can, you know, bring all those characters back while making it make sense as far as story is concerned. Now with my predictions for gameplay, now for the gameplay, I'm hoping Mortal Kombat 11 would be somewhat similar to that of what Mortal Kombat 9 was doing. I really did like Mortal Kombat 9. It was very fast, it was fluid, you know, it was stellar, and it was fun. Like the combo system was pretty fun. The basic system was pretty clean as well, because, you know, Mortal Kombat 9, you know, when I first played that game, that was like, man, I'm really feeling how they got this game, how they really crafted the gameplay of that game, because it made it kind of fit everyone's personal likings as far as a fighting game and a fighting game system. So I'm hoping it'll be somewhat like, you know, Mortal Kombat 9. And NetherRealm, they pretty smart, they listen to their fans, so I'm predicting that it's going to be more like what Mortal Kombat 9 gave us. And this here is a long shot prediction, but I wouldn't mind them putting back in, you know, classic fatalities, like the fatalities that we have all grew up with. Of course, you know, Scorpion's Toasty, they're probably gonna put that in there anyway. Toasty really never leaves. But, you know, fatalities kind of like, say for instance, if Kung Lao's in the game, which we don't know yet, Kung Lao's favorite hat decapitation and shit like that, and, you know, Shang Tsung turning into Gintaro or some shit like that. Just classic fatalities, you know. I hope they'll put some classic fatalities in the game, like Sonya's blowing kiss of death, the original where she blows the kiss, get caught on fire, shit like that. So I hope they do some shit like that to where the fatalities are classic. I mean, like the new fatalities are cool, but it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of over the top. Back in the days of the original trilogy, the fatalities were just, they was like, oh damn, you know, and they were kind of funny too. So classic fatalities, I hope they find a way to do that as well. As far as putting in new fatalities too, you know, I hope they just have a perfect balance of meshing traditional classic with new. That's what I'm really, you know, hoping and predicting with Mortal Kombat 11, because that seems to work for a lot of fighting games, being traditional while blending in with new, and I'm hoping that Mortal Kombat 11 will do that. Now, while I'm excited to see what NetherRealm puts in as far as the game systems is concerned, systems inside the game, but like I said before, I just hope, Mortal Kombat is one of those games that it's always benefited from tradition. Like maybe we might see the aggression mode return, but I doubt it. That'll be something good to see, the aggression mode. But whatever new modes they put in, I'll be happy with it. Try to work it out, but being classic, I think being classic and traditional, I think that's where Mortal Kombat has always thrived, and I'm hoping, I'm thinking, that's what Ed Boon is probably doing right now, finding a way to be traditional and new and blend it all in at the same time. And hopefully the game has a good combo system to where nothing just gets to the point where it just gets derivative as far as the combo system. And that's another thing with Mortal Kombat 10. It really got derivative after a while because you started really seeing the same things from so many other players. You'd be like, the classic Mortal Kombat games were like that as well, but it was more of a fun factor to it. So hopefully, whatever type of systems that they put in the game is less derivative than it was in Mortal Kombat 10, even though Mortal Kombat 10 was still a great game. And then of course, Mortal Kombat has one of the greatest stories ever in a fighting game. Yes, and I'm saying ever. So hopefully they'll get back to the traditional story, find a way to kind of, take it to the next level, because Mortal Kombat's story, man, it's just one of the greatest fighting game stories ever told. Everybody's into it and everybody loves it. So, hopefully they'll find a way to take the original story to the next level. So those are my predictions, or I should say my hopeful prediction for Mortal Kombat 11. I have to say I am excited for it, but we've all known Mortal Kombat 11 was in the works. We just wanted to know when it was going to be unveiled, and it finally has been unveiled. Still a lot that we need to know, we need to figure out, but as far as that trailer is concerned, trailer was pretty cool. It was really just a trailer to let people know that it's coming. And I just can't wait until NetherRealm, until they give us more information on what's going on. Because like I said before, I just hope they just go more traditional than they have been. They can still put new stuff in the game, I don't mind that. But I just hope they just bring back traditional characters, maybe traditional fatalities and stuff like that. And find a way to make the game story go to the next level. Because like I keep saying, Mortal Kombat has one of the greatest fighting game stories of all time. That's in my opinion. So the game is going to be released, I think it's like April 23rd, I think. And sure, that's not too far away. Only about a good maybe 5 months. Like I said, I used to be one of the biggest Mortal Kombat fans that there ever was back in the day of the original trilogy. I'm still a big Mortal Kombat fan, so it's gonna be worth the purchase. So when Mortal Kombat 11 is released, shit, I'll be there for it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed my predictions. Some of my predictions, I'm hoping they gonna come true. They may not come true in Mortal Kombat 11, but it would make perfect sense if they did. Leave a like if you filmed the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, check out my content, and as you already know, this your boy D. I'll see y'all in the next video. Waiting on that Mortal Kombat 11, waiting on new information. Can't wait for it. But until then, I'm out. Peace.